Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger to me.
I'll be back.
All right.
And we are back. It's episode 25 of the 2-Minute Terminator, where we break down the Terminator 2 minutes at a time. And in this minute...
2 minutes?
Yes, this 2 minutes we are going from minute 48 to minute 50. That's the 2-minute bridge. And it's basically, it's a big fat ass car chase.
It's a good one.
It is.
It goes up there, I think, in the upper echelons of the car chase world, along with the French Connection car chase.
Shooting guns at each other while driving, and without... How are they driving without using their hands on the wheel?
Without seatbelts.
It's a nice shot of Arnold pulling into the shot at the start and shooting the back window out of Kyle and Sarah's car, just as he's about to hotwire and get out of there.
And some excellent score again from Brad Friedel.
And some excellent score from
it's
Brad
amazing.
Fidel.
It's synths on acid.
Can you put the volume there?
It's basically Brad Fidel, who's just mashing the keyboard with his hands.
Yeah. Some excellent stabs.
Let it play. Ooh, yeah.
I'd like to compose a contemporary dance piece to go alongside.
Oh my god. Can I be in that?
And how?
Again, those sounds, they do sound very mechanical, don't they?
It just makes me want to jab my arms in the air every time.
Star jumps.
Yeah, jabby music. It's
Shank.
This track called The Garage Chase, released in 1994.
No one can hear you.
Released in
No,
1994.
still no one can hear you.
Oh, of course, because the mic's
Has to be
over
3
there.
inches from the face.
Sorry, guys.
That's what she
There you
said.
go. What's it called?
The
again?
Garage Chase, again, fantastically scored by
Brad Fidel.
and released on the Definite Edition in 1994. The Terminator soundtrack re-released due to its fantastic popularity.
Excellent insight there.
Yeah.
We've run out of stuff to say now. We're 2 minutes in.
No, not at all. I've actually had a look at the location, and it is in the 4th. It is in 4th Street in South Grand Avenue.
What's going on with this podcast? We're getting back on track.
I know. What the fuck?
We're actually talking about the movie.
Focus! Yeah, and apparently the wall that they crash into, that's no longer there anymore.
Ah,
That
right.
was taken down.
Because the Terminator crashed into it.
Totally.
I actually noticed for the first time, this is where he actually gets hit in the eye and damages his eye.
It does.
That's the moment.
He takes shrapnel in the eye from Carl's shotgun as Sarah drives, and he's shooting from across the top of the car.
Why is he trying to shoot Kyle?
What's the location
when
again?
really
Sorry, here.
It's 4th Street and South Grand Avenue.
So
I
it's
think-
not a car lot or anything like that.
No.
I think he's happy to shoot anyone in
They
the car.
turn
right?
from South Hope Street, which becomes 4th Street, onto the lower level of South Grand Avenue. The curb and traffic signals have been redone since 1984, but there still are some notable similarities.
I'd just like to put something out there into the internet. Can a really super dedicated Terminator fan please map the car chase on Google Maps so that I can check it out, and then email us at the Terminator. What's the email address?
2 Minute Terminator.
2-Minute Terminator at gmail.com.
That's the number 2
so
minute.
that I can follow it on,
Yeah.
on Google Street View and pretend that I'm in the movie.
The number 2 minute Terminator, one word, at gmail.com
Well,
is the
we
email
were just
address.
discussing before we started recording that we should probably just go to LA. And
Let's go to LA, guys.
Go to Comic-Con.
Next
to Comic-Con
episode will be in LA.
Yeah, if we did live
we
episodes.
can go to the haunts.
Well, by the time this comes out, I think Comic-Con 2015 will be past. However,
Tense.
next year we'd love to come to Comic-Con and do like a live panel. We can have like, you guys from the crowd can come up and ask questions or try and befuddle us. Because as you can see, we don't know what the bloody hell we're doing talking about this bloody film. Just doing Michael Caine impressions.
I just hope at the moment that we decide to do our Q&A, no one else within the sci-fi industry or the comic industry is doing anything at all, because if they are, they'll probably go and see them rather than come and talk to us.
I think it would just be Q and Q. ask a question, when you ask them a question, or to ask a simpler question.
But then you can bring your questionable podcast into it.
My sister podcasted this
Sister
very show,
podcast.
Ethan McKinley's question. But you
Working
can
on
find
any
it Ethan
projects at the
McKinley.
moment, Ethan.
Projects.
Every time, I wish people could see this home. Every time he starts to talk about this
wistful smile plays across his lips.
He starts playing with his glasses like he's all fucking proper. It's so funny.
Yeah, if you've not listened up to this point, you've just joined the show.
Yes, he
listen
loves
to
my
the other
glasses.
25 episodes. But yes, I'm in fact in a movie called Arthur and Merlin: The Legend Begins, and you can get that now on VOD, which is arthurandmerlin.co.uk. It's like $2.25. It's an amazing epic fantasy with swashbucklingness. Amazing special effects, breathtaking scenery. It's amazing, and I'm awesome in it.
And
So-
for those of you,
from movies from the future to the past.
for those of you listening that have just skipped forward 30 seconds, welcome back to the podcast. And we'll now continue talking
if you missed
about
the last
movie.
30 seconds, I am in fact in a movie called Arthur and Merlin. The Legend Begins, 2015. Check it out. I play
We
Torquil.
need to
I'm badass.
reprogram his chip. he's repeating himself.
From ego bullshitter to normal dude again.
2 weeks.
The CPU.
2 weeks.
That's Total Recall.
I know.
I've got a question for Ethan. In the previous, in episode 21, when you were talking about eating Terminator flesh as a means to
24.
feed the masses in the future. Yeah, sorry, I was just impersonating a person who might come and ask you a question
Of
at
course.
Comic-Con in the future, but I didn't really think of the exact question. I just wanted to do the voice. That's all I wanted to do.
No, yeah, we postulated what the resistance fighters could potentially eat as a good source of protein is eat the flesh of the captured or destroyed Terminators. Just carve off a hunk of ass cheek, and because it's not worth carrying the entire endoskeleton back, you just fill a shopping bag. What, Ellie?
Why is the Terminator firing at Kyle when his objective is to kill her?
Because if
He's driving the car.
Yeah.
I think
So?
he's just trying to
doesn't
kill
matter.
anyone in the car.
I don't think it would matter. I think if I were a Terminator, I think...
Well, if he
I
kills
know,
Kyle...
I know this geezer's shooting at me, but I'm a fucking Terminator, so...
Mate, I'm a Terminator, mate.
I'm a fucking Terminator, innit?
No, well, if he kills Kyle, she's got no protection. The car crashes. If he kills
But
her,
if he
his
kills
mission
her-
is complete.
Exactly. Efficiency. He's a fucking robot.
Well,
Sorry, cyborg.
He's probably firing at her, but he's got to deal with Kyle because Kyle's shooting at him.
But then there's a bit where he comes up alongside him and he's quite clearly and misses every time. Whereas Kyle, once again, I think I mentioned this in the Tech Noir episode.
But if
Kyle's the only one that ever actually gets a hit, and the Terminator, this fucking cyborg.
Well, I think that the Terminator is probably considering the fact that if he does actually shoot either of them, the movie's over and he'll be out of a job.
Yeah.
Also,
you know.
He does seem to be paying particular attention to 10 and 2 o'clock. Whereas Kyle...
10 to 2. Yeah, what's he driving with when he's shooting? Has he got his legs up on the steering wheel like John Candy in Planes, Trains and Automobiles?
I'm pretty sure that during this car chase, they've actually sped up the footage in some of the scenes. Like, I just saw...
undercranking slightly.
Mm.
Yeah, it does. look slightly
Undercranking.
speeded.
Nice use of technical movie terminology. I like it.
Yes, that's what you do. You play the film quite slowly or at half the frames. When you play it back, it's
And
like
it's called what, sorry?
undercranking.
Undercranking.
Yeah.
I
Benny
think-
Hillshade did it quite a lot.
I thought
Yeah,
cranking
it
was
did.
crying whilst wanking.
Well, I was going to say, I'm quite guilty of overcranking in my life.
What, crying whilst wanking?
Overcranking about
Too
your
much
ex.
of that. Too much of that.
Joe, I've just noticed that you do have a proper Terminator-esque leather jacket on your rail
I
there.
do, yeah.
Why
I
the
do,
fuck
yeah,
are
yeah,
you
yeah.
not wearing
Slap
it?
it on.
Can you please put it
For
on?
the next show, so we don't
All right, we'll do it for the
wreck
next
the
show. Yeah, yeah,
mics.
sure. That leather jacket, which is extremely Terminator-y, I got in a second-hand shop in Coventry for a tenner
That's amazing.
about 10 years ago. And
I'm
it's,
jealous.
It's probably the only possession that I've managed to keep hold of for 10 years.
It
to be
looks
honest.
really cool, dude.
Everything else kind of transient, but
With
that jacket
the
stuck with me.
popped lapels.
It
and
came with the
Transient.
badge. You see the yellow badge?
Yes.
Came with that badge on it. Someone's put a cigarette
Acid
out on
happy.
it, and it's kind of like a little bit. I love it. That badge has stayed with me as
quite
well.
It's like
Actually,
a
that's
Watchman
quite-
with a spin on it. It's not the blood splatter, it's a cigarette burn.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. And
Yes, Ellie.
I got distracted
What
by
else
the
have you
leather.
got to say about the film?
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah.
This remarkably feels like quite a long show, but it's actually our shortest. It's like 8 minutes. How weird is that?
Maybe are we running out of shit to say?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I don't think so. But we seem to get mileage
is-
out of stuff when nothing's happening.
this
when
is-
it's-
Yeah. True.
The car chase, though, that's pretty much all that's happening in this particular scene.
It is. This is true.
You know, we've covered the actual location, we've covered the Terminator's
I'd like to
inaccuracy.
speculate as to what happens next because I haven't seen this movie in years and years and years, and like
Really?
so, it's got to be 10 years. After you guys fuck off later on, I'll probably watch the whole movie through.
Oh,
to be
you
honest,
should,
because I
dude.
haven't seen it in a long time. But Terminator crashes into a wall.
Have you-
At the other end of the street, 20 cop cars arrive.
Do you have an external hard drive? I can give you the movie now. Well,
I'll
later.
just probably stream it or something. I think.
Okay.
I don't think-
Piracy.
Listeners, don't go to putlocker.com and stream it. Do not watch the Terminator in that fashion. Having said that, if you are listening to this, you've probably bought every iteration like I have of either Terminators on DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, the special edition, the super special edition, the 2-disc edition, the semi versions.
The chips glitching.
Yeah. The only thing I haven't got actually is the
Integrity?
Terminator head, also that with the films in, which I really want.
I just want one of the Terminator busts. They're so fucking cool. Cost me about
Giant pair of
£5,000.
Terminator titties.
No, because then we're going into the realms of Terminator 3 with a fucking female Terminator.
Incidentally, relating
Let's
to
just not go there.
relating to could you survive on Terminator skin?
Yes.
Skin is actually one of the most protein-rich parts of the body, apparently,
Pork
and the
scratchings,
epidermis
pork
is about
rinds.
15 micro. I don't know. I don't know what that.
10 microbes.
15 microcentimeters.
They were flying at 10 microbes a mile an hour. Oh.
So if you want to survive on skin,
Relevant.
you probably can.
Terminator.
Relevant. Thanks for that, Joe.
Terminator
bit of
pork
rubbish.
rinds.
Terminator what?
Terminator pork rinds.
Yeah.
But generally they have like a husk on them, don't they?
Yeah.
Slightly toasted.
I'm the kind of person who enjoys the hair on a pork scratching. You know, sometimes they're a bit hairy.
gives
I'm
it a
gonna put this
rustic
out there, I've
charm.
never eaten a pork scratching in my life.
We'll get some pork scratchings.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Maybe we'll eat pork
Maybe
scratchings
from
in
Lidl.
LA.
Maybe from Lidl. Yeah, I guess this episode is over. A brief jaunt into the world of Terminator and driving through car parks, and I hope you enjoyed that.
See you
Battle's
next
over, but
time.
not the war.
I feel we talked about...
Oh!
I think we talked about another movie that wasn't Terminator more, which was mine. But
Yeah.
you prompted me, come on.
I think, Ethan, we should make a deal, or you should make a deal with us and the listeners at home, whereby you only plug your movie every other episode.
Yeah, I concur.
Well, we left the last one, didn't we?
No,
Oh.
it's got to mention every time.
Every time.
Well, anyway, let's talk about you, Joe. Let's
There's no need
let's
for
talk
that.
about what the fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about your Twitter. Let's promote you. What are you
No,
doing in the
I
world?
He's not here for promotion.
Joe has got a Twitter. It's called,
JoJo's Dojo.
and it's amazing.
I don't, but I'm not a Twitter person. I've got 300 followers. I've had 300 followers for 5 years.
Well,
and I've
this
got
show
really
is going to change that, and if you keep talking about it, you'll get people following you for genuine reasons and not because you're using Tweetbot or Crowdfire or Tweepy or
No.
anything else, quite frankly.
My plug is this: don't follow me on Twitter because I usually post quite fucking personal random shit that if people looked back historically through my life when I'm famous,
Yeah, they're not going to
then
get a sense of you from listening to this podcast at all.
Will I be
Ellie's not on any social media,
Oh.
and I am. You can
I'm just on Facebook. I am on Twitter, but I've only just kind of really recently started.
Ellie Fitzgerald on Facebook, the girl that looks
Yeah.
like the boy from Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And I'm Ethan McKinley, actor comedian. You can find me at ethanmckinley.com for the sister podcast to this. Ethan McKinley's Questionable. Check it out. It's amazing. And yeah, if you feel a bit bored after watching or listening to this show, rather, or watching my other shows on my YouTube channel, you can, of course, watch Arthur Merlin, The
Oh
Legend
my
Begins,
God.
arthurmerlin.co.uk.
Wow.
This show is over,
Hasta la vista, Merlin.
baby. Ooh, nicely done.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head.